Did you know that narcissistic abuse is directly linked to migraines? You didn't know? Let me show you. I suffer from hemiplegic migraines, and I've experienced these since I was a very young child. Growing up, I was in and out of the hospital with these unexplained migraines. No one could tell me what was wrong with me. They thought I had meningitis. They tried to perform spinal taps. They tried to do all types of things, but there was no real diagnosis because it was like a mystery. Hemiplegic migraine is a rare subtitle of migraine with aura characterized by the presence of motor weakness as aura manifestation. The motor weakness is often accompanied by other forms of aura like impairment in vision, speech, and sensation. Now, listen to this. Some of the symptoms from hemiplegic migraines are motor aura, which is a temporary weakness, usually on the one side of the body that can affect the arms, hands, legs, feet, tongue, and face. And my hands get numb on one side. And so not just one of these, but they're accompanied by each other. Sensory aura, which is a tingling or numbness across different parts of the body, which I experience. Visual aura, which is positive symptoms like flashing lights, zigzag lines, kaleidoscope vision on the side of your eyes. Negative symptoms is a loss of vision in visual field. Aphasic aura, which is a speech-based aura that can affect word formation and comprehension, and a migraine, which is a headache, light tension sensitivity, sound sensitivity, nausea, and vomiting. I experience every last one of these things on the list. However, I never knew why. Now let me connect the dots. So the type of person I am, I like to do research and ask questions. So I asked, what is an aura in neurology? Because in neurology, they are always studying the brain and different parts of the brain. And we all know at this point that there is a such thing as an aura, which is an energetic field that is outside of our bodies that basically can change depending on our mood, our feelings, and so much other things. You can go researching. Now, as it said auras are partial or focal seizures that sometimes happen before a more severe seize occurs. Aura symptoms include feelings such as deja vu, the sense that something has happened before, or impending doom. I've been having deja vu since I can remember. As a child, I had it like very often. I've always experienced these type of things. Now let me connect the dots even more before I close this all out. So I asked more questions. What happens in the brain during an aura? Auras are usually visual, but can also be sensory, motor, or verbal disturbances. Visual auras are most common. A visual aura is like an electric or chemical wave that moves across the visual cortex of your brain. The visual cortex is the part of your brain that processes visual signals. Compared to the other three groups, those who practice spiritual meditation had greater decreases in the frequency of migraine headaches, anxiety, and negative effects, as well as greater increases in pain tolerance, headache-related self-efficiency, I probably said the word wrong, daily spiritual experiences, and existential well-being. Now, this is from PubMed website. This is a medical website. Everything that I'm looking up, I had to ask, how is spirituality and migraines connected? And this was the answer, but let me keep going. So I looked up what emotion is tied to migraines, and it says it has also been shown that anger is significantly higher in patients with chronic migraine compared to those with acute migraine. Other study also found that anger symptoms were more common in migraine patients with aura compared to those without it. I am one with aura. I have aura disturbances. I can see things that most people cannot see. The funny thing about it is that I don't have any anger. So let's connect the dots. Let's keep going. What chakra is affected by migraines? Signs of a blocked third eye chakra include headaches or migraines. Let's keep going. Are migraines a trauma response? The result is overexposure of the body and brain to high levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Migraines may be tied to the same neurochemical conditions associated with trauma, depression, and anxiety, with an overactive stress response. Deregulation of the HPA axis playing a role. Now let me tell you guys, I suffered from severe depression for many years, even suicidal attempts for many years, but I'm gonna keep connecting the dots. Are migraines caused by childhood trauma? Adults who experience abuse or neglect in their childhood are more likely to develop migraines rather than tension-type headaches, according to a new study published in the December 24th online issue of Neurology, the medical journal of the American Academy of Neurology. As a child, I grew up with a lot of trauma, but let me keep connecting dots because this is good, guys. Can narcissistic abuse cause migraines? Physical symptoms. Narcissistic victim syndrome can also result in unexplained physical symptoms such as headaches, physical pains, high blood pressure, and digestive issues. These symptoms are often the body's natural reaction to stress or trauma and commonly occurred after experiencing psychological abuse. Now, for anybody who doesn't already know me and already know my story, I was raised by two very narcissistic parents who still are very narcissistic. Mighty funny, I've been experiencing these migraines since I was a child, never knew what was going on. My parents took me to the doctors. I stayed in and out of the hospital. They thought I had meningitis. It was just a whole lot of stuff my entire life, but there was no real diagnosis. Now, I recently have these migraines, but they don't come as often as they did when I was a child under the care of my parents all the time. Now I get them when there's something amiss. What I mean by that is I can tell when something's being done on me or to me. I have recently cut all of my family members off and blocked them completely out. However, I know a lot of them still watch my page. I have recently been speaking up about the narcissistic abuse that has taken place to me and my siblings as I grew up, and how my family, mostly my parents, mother and father, came together and orchestrated a plan against me using my siblings and other family members to come against me. I've also been speaking up about the black magic that they've been doing on me all of these years to cause me all of the issues that I've been having and to cause me to forget and lose my memory. And I also know that they have been watching and still do watch my content. I'm saying all of this to say, what is the coincidence of me going through these hemiplegic migraines all of a sudden when I've been healing, meditating, and doing everything I can in my spiritual journey, other than the fact that they are, one, trying to attack my third eye chakra, two, trying to swap destinies with me, and three, spreading lies on me as always and talking ill on my name. Now, there are many ways that we can protect ourselves and our energy. However, you're never going to be able to get away from the fact that people hate you or people decide to do ill things to you. So what can you do when you suffer from things like hemiplegic migraines, where they literally debilitate you to the fact where you can't do anything? Meditation has helped me a lot, but I still do suffer with them from time to time. I literally just had one last night. It was really bad, but I always get through it. See, what they don't know, and I know you guys are watching this video, so I'm talking to you. What y'all don't know is that I'm blessed and highly favored and protected, not just by the Creator, but by angels, spirit guides, and most of all, ancestors. And everything that you send my way and do to me is going to come to you 100 times worse, because you are upset that I cut you off for the narcissistic abuse that you have inflicted on me for years, causing me to not only hate myself, but to want to take myself out. If you have narcissistic family members and you've experienced psychological abuse as a child, get the fuck away from your family ASAP. They will unalive you at any given chance, cost, or reason just because they don't like who you are. I am living proof of a survivor of narcissistic abuse, not by one parent, but two. Not by two parents, but the siblings and entire family. So I'm doing the necessary things that I have to do to be able to stay away from all of the negativity, from all of the bad energy, the ill intentions, and evil eyes. Yes, you may have attacked my my third eye chakra. Yes, you may have caused me to have severe headaches, migraines, whatever you want to call them. You may have caused me to forget. But one thing you don't understand and you keep forgetting, karma is a bitch, and you will receive what belongs to you. So I hope this connects the dot for anybody who has experienced what I'm going through and how it all connects spiritually. Everything is spiritual. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, we see the physical. Yes, we experience the physical. Yes, we operate in the physical every day. However, the ethereal, the things outside of sight, is what is more important in this world. Even though we've been taught that the physical is more important. This is how they keep you distracted. But keep in mind that your aura, your energy, and your senses never lie. Trust yourself.